Tougher restrictions are coming, and according to Premier Ford, scary new data will be released next week. Education Minister Stephen Lecce says he's seen the numbers.
I have seen those data points, and they are alarming. Roughly 117% spike in cases for young people between the 27th of December and January 3rd.
While Ontarians patiently wait, plans to reopen schools on January 25th are still in the cards. As elementary students continue online learning, Lecce says additional staff, improved ventilation, and the expansion of testing are in the works. There was asymptomatic testing in certain provincial hotspots in the fall, but the education minister says the plan is to expand it, which may include a rapid saliva-based testing.
Why won't they come out with those numbers now? What are they waiting for?
NDP education critic Marit Stiles believes the minister's announcement isn't enough.
Calling for a cap on class sizes at 15 for many months. We were hoping the government would move on that in time for the September return of classes last year.
Ontario's 4 teachers' unions are demanding to be involved in the winter plans, saying in a statement they want to convene an advisory table of all education stakeholders immediately, and specific benchmarks must be in place for triggering any moves between virtual and face-to-face learning.
Let's hope there is more coming, and then let's look at what does that actually look like in schools, and what else might we need to do to make sure that it is sustainable.
Today, some parents in Hamilton say the extended online learning is not a long-term solution.
They're going to have a nervous breakdown. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. It's not working. It's crazy. And I can't even imagine how the teachers are feeling.
My husband works during the weekend. I work during the week, so that one of us is always home with our daughter in the event that she was always home. It's not ideal.
I think every parent in Ontario just wants to know what's going to happen. And obviously, we want to provide that predictability. The decisions we make are based on data. Sometimes it comes to us, the day before we go out to make an announcement.
Lecce was asked when teachers and other school staff will be eligible for vaccinations, and he says before they begin prioritizing them, the province wants more supply. Nicole.
And staying with the announcement today, Jason, Ontario is expanding the list of essential workers eligible to receive free childcare while school is being taught online.
We're expanding that capacity. We have the utilization to date of roughly 2,200 individuals have taken up our offer of free childcare. We have capacity of roughly 28,000. Expanding this will allow us to responsibly build up and enable more workers to receive free childcare during this difficult time.
Lecce says Canada Post staff, workers with the RCMP and Canada Border Services will be eligible. Workers with homeless shelters and children's aid societies are also among those on the expanded list. The province announced earlier this week that online learning would continue until at least January 25th for students across southern Ontario due to soaring COVID-19 infections.
For any worker that has to go into a school within the education system, as a consequence of keeping some schools open for special education needs, those workers, all of them, will be eligible for this emergency childcare, this free childcare. So if an educator or a custodian is being asked to go into a school physically, they can work from home under this scenario, they will have access to that emergency childcare. We think that is important. My commitment is to work with the Chief Medical Officer of Health, as we have done and we will continue to do, to provide as much clarity as we can, recognizing this is not easy on you, on working parents that also, in some respects have to, take on the role of teacher and caregiver and worker. And I don't imagine for a moment this has been easy on you at all, for the last year, to be quite frank.
And come Monday, parents of students age 12 to grade 12 are also allowed to apply for the Support for Learners Fund through the government website. It will provide $200 for every child. Lecce says it will take about 2 weeks to receive that support.